Hello everyone, I'm Chaotic, welcome back to the stream, and today's stream should be an absolute doozy. I didn't get the other few streams this week done. Obviously with the holidays there was just some other stuff happening, so I didn't have the time to sit down and do a stream for a few hours. So it's unfortunate for that, but I do still plan on hitting Chapter 7 this week, and looking at it, I might even be able to hit it today. So, to get into Chapter 7, we just need to make it to the Appalachia Star. All we need for that is to get the Mythic Excavation Reactor. This guy will allow us to make the Mythic Excavation Reactor. Okay, I was pretty sure it was called Reactor, but I wasn't 100%. And all this guy does is he turns Diamond Lattice into Recursive Demantoids, and he turns Neutronium Blocks into Eternal Two Light. He's a very simple structure, to put it lightly. And the Recursive Demantoid will make Appalachia Stars with unidentified ingots. Unidentified ingots, we obviously already have in a decent amount. We have 360 of them, and we have 166,000 of their eggs at this point. And yeah, I believe we have all of this passived. Yep. So yeah, we have the passive results of all of this, so we can make as many as we wanted of unidentified ingots, no problem. And these guys are in pretty large quantities. But yeah, so with the Recursive Demantoids, this gives us the Appalachia Star. The Appalachia Star is the official entrance into Chapter 7. What we're missing still for the reactor was only, I believe, 3 things last week whenever we looked at it. And those 3 things were Americium, yep, Tungsten Molybdenum, and then Entropy Constructs. Americium, we were going to look at, we saw that it was going to need another reactor, and we actually realized that we should be able to push to a 2-phase reactor. So I don't know if I'm going to open with that, because it's super fast regardless, but there should be a pretty fun way to set up the 2-phase reactors. Since every single output by the reactors is maintained, and I want to say that the 2-phase fission reactor is also very fast. So that can 10x its speed. But its default speed's a second per operation. So you run 4 fuels to depletion in a singular second. And your cost here is pretty low, honestly. Like 10 buckets of water, a little bit of Fleabay, a little bit of Eutectic, and a little bit of fluorine. We can get all those going at 600 millibuckets a minute, no problem. I don't even think it'll be remotely an issue. So it should be pretty easy to maintain that, and it looks like all of the fluid stuff is the same for these. But these guys will cover every single one of the fuels in a singular second, and it processes them all in sets of 4. So it should be pretty accessible, honestly, to get them all running. At least that's the hope. We'll be able to encode all of the sub-recipes for these guys. So we'll encode the crafting recipe for a fuel, and then we will tell it that this fuel will give us, resulting amounts. So you know that 4 LEU-235 will give you 4 depleted, and then we know that depleted we can send it either we can passive it and send it directly over, or we can say that the the main fuel type use like an extended processing pattern or something so that you can have additional results on it. You could say that this 4 gives you directly 160 tiny clumps of uranium-238, 32 clumps of neptunium-237, 32 plutonium-239, and 32 plutonium-241. That could be a method, or we could do it to where it gets the depleted fuel, and the depleted fuels themselves go to the extras. It really depends. I don't know how often we need the depleted fuels. We also use the heat exchanger, etc. The outputs for recycling or not. Probably not. So I want to say that you actually need one of these for something else. Okay, well you can actually just hot fluorine. You can just use a super cooler. Yeah, which is easy to make. So hot fluorine you can just get right back. You could salt repolarize, but I don't even think like Fleabay is that hard. Yeah, like I don't think any of these fluids are difficult enough, and their throughput is honestly really, really slow. At least at normal speed. Once you get the Gallifreyan irradiator, then it increases by 10 times the amount. But currently, the throughput for these would be 600 millibuckets a minute. Um, for the liquids that actually matter. Obviously, water's super easy. I don't think that's worth any kind of heat exchanging, to be honest, because that means this guy running at full speed is handled by a machine at half processing speed, if even. So I doubt it would be an issue. Like we're already making the, we've already got the knack. Fleabay should be easy to set up passive. We already have it somewhere, but I already forgot where, to be honest with you. And then fluorine's a byproduct from like a million things. So I don't think I'll use any kind of a heat exchanger for these now. But it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, fair enough. I'm not at two-phase fission yet. I'm at molten salt. Yeah, MSR, like, it seemed complicated at first. And then I actually did it, and I was like, oh, that wasn't that bad. Like, here's what my whole MSR ended up being, and that's just because I processed my eutectic knack over here into the specialty ones I needed. Um, and also, I feel like the all-in-one, I don't know why they make you do anything different. In my opinion, it is really weird that it shows up a different like thing, because I could do this with 5 slices to do a vital lymph like reactor, which is objectively just easier than going through and making all of the different ones. Like this guy has slightly more, like I get a little bit more throughput. With the 4 slice, it gives me 8 total vessels worth of stuff. Um, But still, I find it amusing. I could have just gone with the other one and then had 5 vessels worth of stuff, and it still would have been perfectly fine. And it would all just be redstone knack, just one singular coolant type. But I don't know. I digress, anyways. But yeah, it wasn't too bad after I got used to it. So we need to start getting some of the stuff. I guess we'll work on the two-phase first. I was gonna work on like an entropy construct or something, but I don't think this guy will be that bad. No, he won't. I really just need to either automate or bulk a bunch of intrapiniums. Automating this guy is probably not bad, right? Yeah, yeah, you just do some kind of dropper. Yeah. Yeah, no, that'd be super easy, actually. You could totally passive these with just a dropper. Oh, man, and you know what? I'm so sad. I have 850,000 of these reward bags. If I open them all, then I'd have so many of all the petals. Hmm. I probably won't. Just keep having the bags in the first place is already funny. Oh, actually, hold on. What's our Terra Steel supply? 171. How many Medals of Heroism do we have? 2,728. How much Gaia Spirit do we have? 44,000 ingots and 27,000 Gaia Spirits? Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, anyways. Let us start figuring this stuff out for this guy. So I want to say I already have hardened mithril glass, yep. So let's... I was going to mark these with A, but they need specific amounts. We already have like 500 fission reactor casing in here. 437 left. That's fine. I guess we'll grab what we need. Okay, and then we're going to need 32 fuel exchangers, 32 salt exchangers, and 16 heat sink vessels. And that is actually it. So it's not really that bad. We need a promethium. I remember. I remember. So we need to make an extreme pressure turbine was where the issue came in. Because your first promethium, I believe, has to be through the neutron fluid and unstable hassium isotopes recipe from this guy. I don't think there's any exceptions or methods around this. Because I don't think we can get to this guy until, yeah, you get a promethium and get... I see, I see. That's a pretty easy recipe though. On an unrelated note. My first Promethium was a stellar alloy lithium recipe. Uh, how? Oh, I see. And no, you're right. I didn't notice the other one. I just assumed this was like its recursive recipe one. The unstable Hassium isotopes is actually the recursive recipe, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I'm dumb. Yeah, or you trade this into 1 millibucket each. Takes about 10 minutes to run. So actually, this guy should be what we work on right now, because we need the Promethium. And then we'd probably really make an inertial confinement guy after, but because this guy doesn't have any kind of speed increase. Yeah, no. So 64 highly advanced machine casing. I don't even have it encoded. I'm actually kind of surprised I don't have that encoded, to be honest. He's an elite crafting table recipe. We'll encode him real fast. I already saw a couple of things in there that's going to be a little bit annoying. What's this guy got going on in here? Got all of our MSR stuff. Oop, got field projectors. We do not need those in a recipe anymore. I looked, there was no other uses of having extras of them. And if for some reason I do want extra sets, then I guess I can use them at some later point. Swap that recipe over. Okay. What are we missing? Redstone plates. Reactor, stabilizer, inner rotors. Okay, so redstone plates will be easy. We've got a tier 2 mythic compactor. So just see what this takes real quick. So it's 16. Click on this guy. That is an X4. Redstone plates. Do this. Double it twice. Alright, redstone plates are chilling. And then what? Reactor, stabilizer, inner core? Inner rotor? Oh, that's not bad. Just normal crafting recipe. These are easy, right? Easy enough. 64. Damn. What a good life it is whenever you just kind of have everything for stuff. Okay, 28 highly advanced machine frames. Got everything for it. 17 standard machine casings. We probably already have those. We do. 16 solid state fusion. I'm actually really surprised we don't have these. I figured we would have. We got some from. No, that was the fusion connectors actually. My brain was thinking that we'd found some of those in Proxima Belt, but no. So make those. Whatever these are. Okay, so silicon and graphite ingots to make a silicon carbide ingot. And that guy is made in the alloy smelter. In our alloy smelter, we do have it at tier 2, which is a 16x. So, double, double, double. Double again. Just confirm the recipe. Yeah, it should produce 2, so it produced 32 at the scale. That's fine. Alloy T2. This guy needs to get wire milled into some carbide fiber. I actually want to say we have a wire mill, right? We do indeed. What Wire mill, so he processes 6 at a time, and our wire mill is tier 2, which is a 4x. So it'll be like 24. Interesting. This, put him in the wire mill. And then he could be alloy smelted with dragon's blood resin, which we actually, as amusing as that is, do not have passives in any way. Could do it with an alchemist villager. We really should have done this a long time ago. I think this was one of those things that I said about a million times that I should have already done, and I just hadn't. You can also grow it with mana dust and the sapling infuser. Um. Oh, yeah, and this recipe's easy. It's probably the cheapest one of these into scale. Like, the Gaia Spirits are also pretty easy, but this one we have forever and ever in ridiculous quantity. Although, it wouldn't matter regardless. You get 6 rounds of dragon blood resin every time. I'm trying to think about how fast phytogenic is with full upgrades. If you do enough upgrades to get the 95% chance to not use up its input as well, at least. Or if a villager is easier. Trying to see if you can see the job. No, it looks like they have different stats for things immediately. Yeah, this deep trader, we don't need him. Shaman, we don't need this guy. Mana dust is practically free at this point, isn't it? At least it is for me. Yeah. You can all go back in there. It is. I was just being lazy. Actually, I don't even need to make a phytogenic. We already have phytogenics that are extra. How do I not? Okay. Do this one. Go up here. Yeah. We've still got these 5 extra ones. Okay. We do indeed have that guy chilling there. Nice. Alright, so he's got his 5 nutrient recoveries. Actually, that might be too much, right? I think so. I think 5 is more than you need. I think 4, because this gives you 80, and I actually think the monoculture cycle gives 15%, although it may only be like 5. I just, if that's okay, it doesn't really matter. And then you just get some auxiliaries, get 3 of them, drop them in there as well. And then this guy should go pretty quick. Because what, he takes 25,000 RF, and this guy will go at 240 RF a tick. So it'll take 104 ticks, so every 5 seconds. So he produces more than 1 dragon's blood resin a second. Will be what his end output will be, which ain't bad. Clear this. So we will do input from the bottom just to make sure that it doesn't have an issue with the water, although I don't think that's actually needed. Okay. We'll send this guy out on an extract always. Where's this connected to? Hold on. Oh yeah, okay. This is what the input side was for these. Are these filtered at all? They're not filtered in their inputs. Oh, I guess they're smart enough though. It could never put anything other than sapspit in these. So it doesn't really matter. Famous last words though sometimes, right? Yeah, I think it'll be fine. I'll do it. Interesting. Where am I getting the void seeds from? Because they're not filtered here. These guys? Yes, okay. I've got some spaghetti happening in this room. I was just trying to figure out what it was specifically. Okay, so this guy is going to get Dragon's Blood Resin and Dragon's Blood Sapling. I might as well just put the sapling in there too. Okay. Sapling. Put this guy in here preemptively. Then we just need to set up a little crafter. Put him right here for fun. Take this out of my hotbar so I don't shift scroll past it like that and it be all annoying. Okay, so its back can be an input. Perfect. The input both slots is fine. I think we need to unlock the fertilizer slot actually as well. This guy will be set to an insert. His insert will be filtered. Gonna grab 2. Whitelist this guy to mana dust. That should be fine. This guy will be on extract always. And this guy will be on an extract for, I guess, specifically the ingredients of mana dust. Which recipe do we want to do? We'll do the one using Awakened Draconium, just because I think we have such a ludicrous amount of it right now. Yeah, we have 29 million. I think that'll be fine. Click the recipe. Encode him. External buffer, that'll be fine. Prismarine, Redstone, Awakened Draconium. Do a limited item filter real quick. Prismarine crystals. There you go, 32, that'll be fine. Awakened Draconium. Also 32, really doesn't matter. And then Redstone. Draconium. And then Prismarine crystals. Pretty sure I have these passived into the system. I hope I do. I guess we can check our amount real quick. Yeah, we do. Cool. Perfect. Insert. Extract always. Do extract speed upgrade, so it'll take out the full stacks that it needs at a time. And then it's just a matter of getting this guy power. We'll just add to our little cryoduct chain here for fun. Oh, and then obviously this guy also on extract. There we go. Oh yeah, I guess this guy takes slightly longer than the 5 seconds or whatever per thinking about it. I forgot about that fact. He takes additional power, 10% more per reception coil as well. And then these guys are also going to require more energy per operation. So our mana dust throughput actually means we can probably lose a couple of those upgrades and put some more auxiliaries in instead. This will speed him up a bit more. And we'll just have a slightly higher chance to use mana dust. But I think it's fine. It doesn't really matter to us. And this guy will store Dragon's Blood Resin. Beautiful. Cool. Then a little jump start. Oh yeah, his issue with the jump start is going to be water. That's fine. That'll give us a few stacks worth, which is fine by me. And then it'll be passive, so we'll end up with more than we'll ever need. At this point, at least. Um, okay. So that was for the silicon carbide fiber to make the 6-6 matrix composite, which will be made in the alloy smelter. Do we have just a tier 2? Yeah, we have just the tier 2. Since we're making 1 ingot worth of it, we should just be able to bring it up to 16. There you go. That makes the 6-6 carbide fiber stuff, whatever that is. And that guy was being used to make something for the extreme pressure turbine. Crafting table, get out of that one. We need the turbine rotor blades. These guys. I want to say we already have HSLA steel. Should just be a normal crafting recipe. How many do I need? 8. Cool, nice. 5 awakened draconium blocks. Nice. Get all 8 of these. We got our 17 of these. We should have our 16 solid state fusions. No problem. Our 28 highly advanced machine frames. Our 64 highly advanced machine casings. 2 turbine rotor shafts. We probably already have those. 2 ludicrous. Oh, well, I guess any kind of fluid input. We'll check his recipes real quick. Yeah, they're not really that large. Let's do reinforced. 2 reinforced fluid inputs. A fluid output. Our fluid output will make a huge, just so that it has a decent base buffer. And then, oh, I forgot it has an energy output hatch. This guy does technically make RF on this recipe, the recursive Promethium one, although it's pretty useless. For an energy hatch, I guess we'll just do a huge. Swap this guy over. And I think that's it. Unfortunately, he's big. Not a fan of that. It'd be kind of annoying, but I guess it is what it is. Where, oh, where can we fit him? How tall is he? 7 blocks tall. He's a tall boy. Does he fit in this room? Oh man, he totally would fit in this room. I would just need to squeeze him into a spot. He's only 5 wide. He's 5 by 5. Oh god, he could go right here. Where's his hatches at? On the bottom, but they're on the out, like they can see the outside edges. What is this top hatch? What is this? The energy output hatch. Okay, so we don't even need access to that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, we could put it up floating and then still have 3 blocks underneath it. I think we will do that for fun. Oh, we need this controller as well. This guy chisels from a steel thermal mixer. Steel thermal mixer is also from the chaotic condenser, right? Yep. Grab a controller. This guy. Get a beautiful chisel. Oh, also let's grab our assembly stick ahead of time. These guys are important. Extreme pressure turbine controller. Perfect. Where does this guy sit? Directly on the front face, and we need it 5 from the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You'll have 2 blocks on both edges, and then 6 blocks up. Beautiful. Should be no problem. Break these because I don't know where these actually go. Ta-da! You should assemble just fine. It's fun to watch. Ta-da! Okay. So, this guy should be pretty easy. So, he makes promethium with stellar alloy and lithium fluoride. Lithium fluoride is not that hard. Obviously, there's all of the other fluoride options, but hydrofluoric acid will be our best bet, of which we do have an ender tank for somewhere. Actually, tiny fluid input hatch. Oh yeah, he's connected to the like the specialty crafter thing that we have. I think on this floor. No, not on this floor. I don't remember. I don't remember where he's this guy. He's connected over here. I was like, I know it's one of these things. I forgot about this guy. Um, we have hydrofluoric acid up here somewhere. Oh, no. Okay, we're just straight sending fluorine up. Okay, well that's fair enough. What color ender tank was that? Yellow, yellow, black. Yellow, yellow, black. Exact. Okay, that gives us our fluorine. Just double check. Stellar alloy and lithium fluoride. Stellar alloy is just melting stellar ingots, right? Okay, yeah. Perfect. I imagine we probably have, yeah, in the millions of those, so I don't think that'll be a problem. Not in the slightest. Then lithium fluoride will just simply be molten lithium. So just melt the lithium ingot and then mix it with the fluorine in a chemical reactor. Yep. So a chemical reactor. Grab ourselves another melter as well. And then we're going to need one more melter on top of that. We're also going to just tell this guy to craft like 10 more melters. Just to get that out of the way. Since we will no doubt need them again at some point. I'm thinking we do a little phantom phasing. And we will connect to this interface. This interface will provide stellar alloy ingots. Okay, this guy will never get outpaced, so I'm not even worried about that. Should be easy. Chemical reactor. Put our melter here as well. Grab some fluid allocators. So do this and this. Input from the back. Up to the right. Input from the back. Up to the left. This guy will get an EMC link that has lithium ingots in it. Just conduit it over. Toys. Insert. Cool. That'll be our one input, and then this guy's input will just simply be a interface. And think about how this can work. We'll do one over. Allocator here. Input from the left, output at the top. This guy can get a fluid conduit. We'll use ender fluid conduit. There's no real reason to use the lower tiers. Will just be extract always and insert. Then this guy gets one more conduit as well with a filter. Insert filter to stellar alloy ingots. And an extract always. Oh, and then this guy obviously connects. 19 blocks away. Damn it. And the boosters. They're pretty easy. Do they have to go on top or can I put it on the side? Has to go on top. A tragedy. We'll do it like this anyways. It doesn't really change much, so it doesn't particularly matter, but it is a little funny. It is a little funny looking. Okay, and then all we're gonna need is upgrades for these 3 machines. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then they all need power. And now they're all working. These guys should, in just a second, already get this guy started. And he's operating. Beautiful. I made 1 millibucket of molten promethium. This will go into... We could use an ingot former. Okay, you actually have to use an ingot former. Alright, good to know. Ingot former it is. We don't have the recipe encoded, so we'll have to make one kind of manually. But we can request everything using a control click, wait for it to craft these manually, and then just craft them out. Put our fluid allocator down. Good enough for me. Allocate him over into the ingot former. This guy will produce. And then we could just conduit him just straight onto the side here. With an extract always. Give this one an insert as well. And since this guy's filtered on the insert, that should never ever be an issue. And then this guy will just need power. We'll just need some upgrades. Or well, he doesn't need them, but I like them. One more cryoduct. Can this really... Oh, it doesn't require power. Okay, never mind. That makes sense. So, there's no energy upgrades needed here. I guess honestly, speed upgrades probably aren't needed either, right? Oh no, never mind. These are 20 seconds worth of processes, so speed upgrades will be useful. Also neat that the ingot former can do the molten fuels. Sorry, unrelated note. Okay, that should be it for that guy, as far as I can tell. And yeah, this guy every 576 seconds, or just under 10 minutes, will produce 1 promethium ingot, which is not great, but once we produce the first one, we can produce promethium through this recipe instead, which will just be using isotope separator on lithium and then stellar alloy ingots directly, and then you can produce an ingot every half a second, which is a lot more accessible, and this guy just takes 1 promethium to make. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this looks horrible, just minorly inconvenient. Yeah, The biggest sadness is that he's big. He's a very large structure. We are gonna need 64 solid state fusion guys for that, so just gonna make like 200 of these. I think they take a second to craft. Okay, they actually take a lot less time to craft than I thought. It does need to craft the blocks down into crystals, and it's making plates and such as well. Crafting 4 of them. Oh, I see. The plates are only slow in some of them because I don't have all of these plates encoded, I guess. I assume I have plates through some other recipes. So, brother, hope you had a nice Christmas. I did indeed. Thank you, thank you. Spent some good time with my family. So, it's been pretty good, pretty good. Ready to get back on the grind. Already about halfway to our first promethium ingot. Not bad at all. Okay. Same? Very nice, very nice. I love it whenever it's a good set of holidays. Okay. And I need him, yeah, I need them in decent mass too, or decent quantity for the promethium ingots, unless I wanted to wait 30 minutes to get this fission reactor. Because what? I need 4 crafts of both of these, and then I need 2 crafts of this guy. So I need 10 crafts in total, so I need 40 nuggets. 40 nuggets means I'm going to need 5 ingots-ish in total, which would take just about 50 minutes, probably about 45. Which is more time than I think I'll need to do everything else on these guys, so we should probably get everything together for the inertial confinement reactor. I guess we need one anyways, right? So it is. Well, do we need one ever? No, you don't need it. It's just really convenient towards doing some of these recipes. That's what it is. Yeah. And then obviously getting promethium very quickly. Oh wait, ooh, magic vein. We're very close. Once we get strings, we can do that. Strings is its own little line that we'll worry about. Not right now, but okay. Anyways, let's put all this away. Inertial confinement reactor, 127 fission casing. This is 128. 96 fusion electromagnets that are transparent, so we're gonna need 66 more of these. Craft those. And then we'll need 24 of the normal ones as well. Craft those too. We should have our solid state fusions. Yeah. It's making probably the last set of these right now. Yeah, just about to finish. We really need to revamp our electronic circuit recipes. We'll do that soon. I'm not gonna do that soon. Spoiler alert. Info hatch. We'll do energy input. I think it requires ludicrous. Oh no, it doesn't. What's its recipes actually take? Millionaire physic. Let's do like 7 of these. And 1 ludicrous, just for fun. I guess I could have done an ultimate too for fun. It doesn't really matter either way. Inertial laser projectors. I think we can actually just make these by hand. How often do I need them for the reactor? I'll need them for inertial plasma cannons later too. Whatever this is. How many of these do I need? 8. I don't know. I guess we could give it a recipe. I just don't want to. I didn't want to mess with my advanced crafting stuff to find a recipe slot for these guys. Electromagnets should have finished for both of them just now. Our 24 normals and our 96 for these guys. We'll grab a fusion connector set. 4, right? 6. Awakened draconium blocks. And then the whole realm. Did I get the superconducting sedenite? I did. I have exactly 4 of it. I need triquetras. Yeah. Clover Patch and Trinity Combs. Trinity Queen. This one gives you the Trinity Combs, right? Yeah. So we just need to run the Trinity Queen, get the combs, and then that crafts with Clover Patches into Triquetras. Okay. I actually think we have one more apiary of non-usage. Let's grab our Trinity Queen. God, I love the rabbit holes this pack puts you down. You start looking at things and you're like, okay, yeah, we'll just craft this one small thing. One little guy. How much honey smelter do we have? At least 2,000 ingots, nice. Keep going, you're doing work. Let's grab our BB gun. Murder this guy. Very much. Don't have anything weird about you, right? Oh, cool. Just making sure you didn't have like an effect or something that maybe it was neat. A robotic speed. We'll put our 2 extra drones away. Perfect. Swap this guy out to this one. Put our honey smelter gene up, or our honey smelter effect gene up, I guess. Go with these guys. Should make them low fertility, immortal, and very fast. Perfect. Bind them together into a queen preemptively. That's fine. What does their queen want for its conditions? Press usage on it to find its bee produce, and then you can hold shift on this. So it likes normal heat, normal humidity, normal temperature. Up here. Surely one of these queens we don't need anymore, right? Yep, artillery queen, you are useless to me now. Beautiful. You can swap out to a Trinity. Perfect. Just a few Trinity combs in there. Make Triquetras. Oh. I don't actually have a clover patch. um. Okay, you find them on Myrmex. I'm just take its word for it that it's not anywhere else. It's a little dark. Hold on. Oh, we'll finally sleep in this bed. I think we still have a bed in this corner, right? Yeah. It's been a little while. Yeah. Back to Myrmex. Okay. Still dark. I don't remember Myrmex being dark the whole time, but anyways. What's the elevation at? 64 is like peak elevation. 63 actually. Tiny lily pads. Clover patch. There we go. Just grab a few more stacks of these. I doubt we're gonna need that much Triquetra. Didn't mean to go to Oi. Love that. No, my charm's alive. Go back in there. Okay. That should all be fine. Put away our BB gun. Triquetra recipe. Code this. Sweet. That was Superconducting sedenite can be made with superconducting sedenite. Is there an issue with this kind of recipe in the mythic stuff, I wonder? Well, for one, it being a tier 2 is going to be kind of a pain. Because that means that we would need 16 to start with. Okay, we can manually do this real quick then. Uh, 38. Request all 38 that we can make. Cool. Induction smelted this guy. Sweet. Makes 42 superconducting sedenite. We can manage that later, as needed. I'm not too worried about it for now. We don't need a ton of it. Do we ever need a ton of it? Oh, no. No, not really. We need 4 for this, and then I guess we'll need some for Warren shards. Isn't L, like, ridiculous? I want to say L is, like, 500 or something. 50. Okay, no. I think I was so much larger. Okay. No. Never mind. Not as ridiculous as it seems. Sharpness 100, though. That's pretty good. Sorry. Anyways. Back to currently scheduled programming. So, Hull Realm, I think that should be all we need now. White clear glass and some glowstone. I'm actually surprised I don't have quite clear glass. Oh, it can use normal glass too. Normal glass and some glowstone. Oh, it's like Christmas things. I was like, what is going on with that? The immune system can have some enlightened clear glass as a treat. Okay. Whole realm is an advanced crafting table recipe, which we have space for in this guy. Put him up. This, that should be fine. Then there was another recipe too, right? Inertial laser projector, perfect. I want to say I already have all of these other ones done. At least that need to be done inside of a table. Okay. Okay. So, what do we need now? I guess we should have our Promethium ingot by now. Yep, we do indeed. Promethium nugget. We just let it do this way every time. Even though the faster way is you could set a requester to a compacting drawer. You could put an interface on a compacting drawer. That'd be kind of a pain though, right? Yeah, because you'd have to filter the outputs. Never mind. It'd still be annoying. Doing it this way, I think, is a little bit easier. Craft our whole room. There we go. Made him pretty much instantly. We need an item input and an item output. Let's do 2 huges. And then craft one over to an output. Don't even really need a huge. That was already kind of overkill. And then inertial laser projectors. We're going to need to tell it a couple recipes. Mana lens forces. I cannot believe I don't have lasers. Oh, I guess I never. That's kind of funny. I never took the setup down. We have less of these than I thought we would. Way less, actually. Trying to think about what I could have possibly used this many of them for. We've already changed to the other basic machine frame recipe. This one. We're using the Nether Sky one now. Oh, interesting. How many do I need per inertial? Yeah, we're gonna need 8 of these per. Okay. Alright, so we will teach mana lens force. We'll make whatever this force relay is in a second. We'll teach how to make the mana lens itself. Force relay is just a piston on a guy. Do that real quick. Give this back. um, get some force relays, just throw them in the system. We don't really need like that many of them, so I don't think it matters too much. Okay, let's go and encode. I guess the laser again. At some point we had overwritten that recipe, assuming I wasn't going to need any more of them. This guy doesn't really have any slots left. You have anything I don't need anymore? No, not really. All of these recipes are kind of useful. Okay, I guess we make another set of elites. Then if you just search packager, it'll just bring up these guys. So we need 8 extensions. Unpackager. And a normal packager. This guy's connected directly off the face, yeah. So he's got 32 channels, no problem. Grab our unpackager. I don't actually think it needs the extra connection here, but I guess we'll do it anyways, just to guarantee that these all get their power and connected points. Let us go and get another set of package recipe holders. Another little duo. Okay. Load this guy in. Dang, I forget how many different types of recipes you can do in these. Okay. Buildcraft lasers. Lead crafting recipe. I don't actually think there's another one we need right now. I think that's the only one we're missing currently, but I guess if we are missing more, we can put more in here, no problem. Alright. Now, inertial laser projectors. We need 8 of these guys. 64 force lenses. Did I not tell it how to make a force lens? I see. Okay. So we'll do a mana lens. We'll allow substitution. Sure. Put this guy in. Let's try to order a mana lens. Actually, I should take all of these out. I just want to guarantee that I don't get one that's like been messed with somehow. Okay, there we go. This guy will have his 0 MBT data. We utilize him to make a force lens, one of these. Do this, click this one out. We're going to grab this guy from the ME system specifically and put him in there. We'll also allow Ordic substitutions just to make sure that's not going to be an issue. Drop him in. And then now we try the inertial laser projectors. Shitting me. um. Okay, it still has no additional metadata. It hasn't been messed with yet. So we need to go to what, this guy, right? Nope. Okay. This guy. Throw him back in here, load him up. Go to this section and click this guy. Actually, we can we're just gonna remove all of these real quick. Save. I didn't get my thing. Sometimes this works to fix things. I don't know why the recipes just love being jank with metadata stuff. I'm hoping that now our inertial refinement stuff can work. 8. Ta-da! Yeah, so you just gotta do a little bit of jank, but it gets there in the end. It figures it out. I totally forgot I had this. Kind of funny. That would have been useful at one point. And there's our 8 inertial laser projectors. So we've got 2 stacks of fission reactor casing, we've got the electromagnets, we've got the fusion state coils, we've got the other electromagnets, we have the 8 energy hatches, we've got 7 smaller ones and then 1 decent sized one, we've got the 8 projectors, we've got the fusion connectors, we've got the awakened draconian blocks, we've got the whole realm, we've got the item input and the item output, so we just need the controller. And this guy is chiselable from the mythic furnaces. Neat. I actually think I have one of these still in here, right? Yep. Use our chisel. Inertial confinement reactor controller. Alright. So this guy is big. He's a 9x9x9. Quite the cube. I don't think he would fit in here anywhere. No. So, onto the very top floor he goes. Where does all of his inputs and outputs and such sit? See, I hate that all of the, like, half the stuff is on the bottom, I swear. Like, here's the item input. And then here's the item output. And you've got your 8 energy things. And it's just such a pain to mess with, but I digress. The controller will be 1 off the bottom and all the way in the front. So it's going to need 8 blocks behind it. And 1 block below it. We'll just use a fission reactor casing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What? So that'll give us, yeah, 3 blocks of working space underneath it. Also, just to confirm, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, so we'll have 1 block to the wall as well. And we obviously have more than 5 blocks that way. Alright, this should be good. If we utilize our trusty assembly tool, also known as the stick, we should be able to assemble this guy, no problem. Quite a big multi. I remember the days that looking at these recipes was like scary. I looked at this recipe specifically, the inertial confinement reactor, at the very start of the playthrough at one point, and I was like, oh my god. I'm like, that's gonna be horrible. And then here I am. We spent I don't know, 10, 15 minutes on like cleaning up some of the last stuff that we were missing for it to get it done. And also, this guy completely replaces our little fusion coil that we have underneath as well. So our on-demand stuff will be substantially faster. We will not be waiting 6 seconds. It'll be just half a tick each, which is very nice. He is completely assembled. Where's a good hatch? Here's a ludicrous one. We give him the flux point that he deserves. Not a bug. Cool. Fine by me. Okay. Then he's just gonna need an input with an interface, preferably. I guess we're hitting the point. Let's make another quantum ring. We're missing platinum essence. I forget I never just like kind of sent that directly in the system. Also crazy how much better my FPS is in here. It really goes to show I need to replace all those lamps at some point. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I need to remove all the lamps. I think the lamps are eating my FPS alive. Because in here, I stay at my 100 FPS cap, not even close. Literally, completely chilling. But in my base, it it does not go well. Give me platinum essence. This might be an easier method, actually. Let's let this fill up real quick. This gives us a couple thousand platinum essence pretty easily. I know I could like send some of this into the system or something, but like really honestly doing this is the second time I've done this in the whole playthrough. I'm not particularly worried about it, but maybe that's just me. There we go. Now we have 3,000 platinum essence. Shouldn't be a problem. Look up quantum again. Wrong thing. Get us 16 of these guys. Beautiful. Get some singularities. Or a singularity, I think. And then an ender dust. Damn it. An ender powder or an ender dust. From not either of these mods. Oh. We do have an extra ender powder from Railcraft. Does that work? It does indeed. Me too. Throw in the water. And there we go. Get our 2 quantum entangled singularities. Put up our extra fission reactor casing. Grab these guys. Let's find a new spot to take the spaghetti out of. Maybe we'll take the spaghetti out of the bottom one on this guy. Yeah, I'm thinking that face right there. So, gonna need some cables, some cable anchors. God, this is honestly one of my favorite parts. Cable anchor this guy. Obviously don't want that connecting to the other one. Okay. Cable anchor, cable anchor. No, no, no. Cable anchor. Okay. Trying to think about where I should put this to future-proof him slightly. The fun answer is to put him on top of one of my daisies, actually. Yeah. This is optimal positioning, I think. Honestly, there's no thinking about it. This is optimal positioning, and no one could tell me differently. Oh god, I love this. This is such a great time. Okay, now we go all the way back up to our top floor. We need to grab an energy acceptor as well. I figure for this one, we'll do him against a wall again. I was contemplating putting him like near the center area, so it'd be easier to pull things all the way across. But it's really not that big of a deal, regardless. In my opinion, at least. Okay, grab some more cable. Grab an interface. Put him on here. Then we're going to get a cutting knife. Inertial confinement. Yes. Perfect. We'll connect them all the way through the backside. Okay. Let us go and grab all of these guys. All three of these patterns should work just fine. We will double check that all of their recipes are the exact same in the inertial confinement. I'm happy to see that all of them are. We'll leave that guy where he is, I guess, for now. We'll break him down later. His interface is still being used. I guess I could break these surrounding blocks to know that he's not sitting there anymore. Very careful about it. Okay. There we go. Now this is just a random extract interface that's in kind of a weird spot. That's okay though. Sweet. Now we go on down here. Okay. Back to Promethium ingot. We will encode this recipe. Inertial confinement. Bada bing. So we need lithium 7. Okay, that's the only resulting from these. So isotope separator, lithium. We could just pass with that, actually. I don't see a reason not to. It'll be fun. I think about where I want to do it. It really doesn't matter. I need like 4 blocks of space and an interface to deposit into. Now what? I see some free real estate just opened up right here. I can just reach this piece. I walk up to this cable. Can I do it? No, I was trying to see if any of these would force push me. Trapdoor. Come on. Oh. Oh my gosh. Um, on the bright side, I feel like these are gonna just work again as they should, right? Ordo and Metallum. Okay, thank God. Thankfully, didn't break their cables and have to reset their sorting. That's fine. Um, gotta be careful with the pickaxe a little bit. Okay. Anyways, back to what we were doing. Trapdoor. Insert. There we go. That's it. That's all I wanted to do. Set up a isotope separator. Gotta be on extract always. Lithium. EMC link. Grab some upgrades. And a power conduit. Okay. EMC link, lithium ingots, normal conduit, extract always, insert always. Full speed, power conduit. Does this guy handle this guy at full speed? Looks like he does. He'll alternate between the two, and then run it to 0, alternate back. Beautiful. Now, go on down here. This guy is going to produce pretty quickly, so we will allocate him. We should actually really start doing this again with a few more of our other things too. Let's click on the tiny clump just so that it'll pop up here. Now these will be highest priority. We should go through some of our highest items and see if they're in a dank or not, and if they're not, move them. Because we have some pretty high quantity things, I'm pretty sure, that are just taking up storage cells. Doesn't matter though. How many cells are we rocking at this point? So we are moving into the first of these. Wait, why are there anything in these drives? Actually, in hindsight, hold on. It's a little confusing. I feel like that should be where the priorities fall, but whatever. Anyways. Oh no, actually, duh, yeah, this one's 32. So this goes all the way down to this, and then this guy's 24, and this one's 23. Yeah, okay, never mind, that makes sense. I just ordered these weird and hide them. So we're using one set of drives, and that's it. And then we're barely setting into the second set, and we've still got two fresh, completely untouched ones. I'm not gonna worry about it. I will not worry about it. Right. That guarantees our lithium 7, and that'll just be passive now. We've already got 178 of it. Promethium. Let me craft like 10 ingots. Important issue happened. For one, why is there a flux rift here? Oh my god, I broke the things. Collapser. I'll be back. I'll be back to stop you. Um. Damn it. We gotta go. Go quickly. Don't eat my base, please. I didn't even consider the fact that that misclick would do that. Um. Auto infuser, auto infuser, auto infuser. Which one of these is the auto infuser? Okay. This. Viz resonator. Working on a workbench. How do I not have that in a workbench? This one's also a workbench, right? Yeah, these are all workbenches. These go quicker. Thank God. Okay, let me out. Let me out again. Break. Grab my Omenthal Warp Cleanser. Cleanse that. Um, you gotta be shitting me. How's there another? Collapsers! 10 of you! Now, stat! No! Please, please stop! Um, thermometer. Damn. This guy's thankfully not eating anybody up there. It at least didn't look like it. Is breaking these doing more harm? You've gotta be shitting me. Where the fuck is my backup at? I don't know if I want to fix all of these. Because I don't have the capabilities to get the flux sponge right now. Yeah, I haven't done Icar yet. And it just seems like every single time I break one of these, like I've now lost mythic machine casings on this guy. Break him with a guy. God, there's so much flux in the chunk. I don't even know if this is reducing the flux or not, or if these guys are just gonna continuously spawn and get bigger every time. This is fucking stupid. But yeah, I totally forgot about that negative effect of my misclick. I'm very close to just turning it off. Now my base is gonna get irradiated too. You gotta be fucking shitting me. 'Cause yeah, now he's taking out one of these. Um, Guy's back too. God, how fucked did that get? we're gonna check when the backups are looking like, because man, that's a lot of nonsense to fix now. It's gonna be a pain to continue messing with. So it wouldn't be that bad. What could I do? Um, yeah, because there's just no way to get to any kind of cleansing. Like, I can't get the flux sponge in any quick pace, and he's fucking up my machines now too. He already broke a couple on the bottom floor underneath, and then I don't know what he's hit that I haven't noticed. Backups, backups, backups. So we had one at 842. I don't know if that one would have been before the mistake. I hope so. 16 minutes ago? I guess worst case, it'll be before we destroy the machines, and I don't know, maybe we use a command to clear the flux. Because it was completely a fucking misclick. I've been very careful about my flux management, and then the one time I misclick it, it's just doomed like a ridiculous amount of flux in the chunk. I don't know if there's a clear flux command or not for chunk specifically. Okay. Clear this. Doing a quick load of the backup. At the minimum, this should be before the flux starts breaking any machines. I don't know what we're gonna lose progress wise. We'll lose like a few minutes of stuff. We'll have to redo something, no doubt, but that's okay. Get on Tarkov now. Oh yeah, is Tarkov's wipe finished? Happy holidays indeed. What's up, man? I saw that they had their expected uptime to be right around now, but the question is if it's actually gonna work. It's been a pretty hot minute since the Tarkov wipe was even slightly stable on wipe day, especially at the uptime minute. We'll see. Currently relaunching the server because I have to load a backup after I misclicked a Thaumcraft machine, or I misclicked two of them, and then it fluxed out my base chunks and just started spawning rifts that were destroying machines that cost a little too much. Nice indeed. I'm just hoping I didn't lose much progress and that this backup is like before I made the mistake. If it's not before I made the mistake, then oops. Worst case though, I can use a command or something to clear the flux from the chunk now. The issue is it destroyed some machines already, and I didn't know which ones it destroyed. Uh, with some rips that I hadn't noticed after a second. One use RPG is in. Nice, nice. I wonder if you'll be able to damage the BTR with it yet or not. Or if it's just to harass other players so far. Let me see what the patch notes are. What's the Korra VOD mode? It's the one where you defend the trees. Okay. Flea's banned for 2 weeks. Oh, that's an interesting way to slow down stuff. They added prestiges. It's going to start off with 2 prestiges capable. So you just got to hit level 55, do all the missions they want you to prestige, and then prestige so you can do it again. The rewards are armbands, dog tag style, so that's kind of neat. Gestures, charisma skill level, some achievements, an additional daily and weekly task. A special melee weapon. Okay. Continuous healing. Oh my. Oh my. What a beautiful sight to see. That it will just continuously heal pieces off of one use of a medkit in order, so you don't have to sit there and click use 7 times whenever your whole body got damaged because you dehydrated a little bit. Okay, let's see where we're at. Let's see what we missed. This might be right before we made the inertial refinement guy. We had just gotten the... Okay, this actually is perfect if the platinum's already done. Yes. Okay, nice. So it is right before this, and it is thankfully... Okay, that's about as perfect as it gets timing-wise. We were making the quantum rings. I can take that. I can deal with that. That's literally not a problem. It finally did the engine updates, so hopefully next coming updates help the performance. Yeah, hopefully. There was some decent stuff in the next Unity version they were swapping to that should help with item instantiation and slow some of their nonsense down, hopefully. We'll see, though. It's really on them to optimize a bit better. If they use the engine update well, then we could see something very nice come in, or it'll be big scuffed. They updated some of their audio stuff and changed the way the dynamic audio works again for the 20th time. We'll see if it's better or if it's worse. Some visual recoil changes happened. Need some window priority stuff like quality of life improvements to mess with your stash a little bit better. Bunch of gun balancing. Oh my, ruble stacked to 1,000,000 now. Beautiful. The hideout change and flea ban? Wait, what's the hideout change? I haven't noticed it yet. Did I miss it in the stuff? Oh, no, I see it. Yeah, it requires items with found in raid mark except for in-game currency. Okay, alright. You know, I wonder if that's going to make a lot of the sweats, stop crying so much. Because there's the people that were the ones that abused it the most cried so hard about the system being too easy or whatever. They're like, it gets too easy. There's too much happening. Like, people progress too fast. Even though, really honestly, that's still only a small percentage of the player base that gets to do that. But they were very vocal about it, and they're like, all of it's too quick. The progression's horrible. So we'll see. That's going to slow the game down a lot. The top tier players are still going to be top tier players. They're still going to make massive like leaps in speed over the other players. But that does stop people from maxing hideout in 5 days, and well, at least most people will. It'll stop them from maxing hideout in 5 days. It'll stop them from fucking having 35 flea rep by the time half the player base gets to 15. This just completely makes shoving things in ass useless. Yeah, because it's going to cut the flea price for all of those things by a pretty ridiculous margin. So, yeah, you'll really only be getting trader price for things unless they're used in quests that are non-found in raid. And flea's banned for 2 weeks. Yeah, like, but you could still hold on to things with the expectation to sell them in flea later and stuff. But yeah, what's the point of holding on to a hose? If it's not a crafting recipe and it's not used directly for a quest that doesn't need found in raid status, then or a barter. So crafting recipe or barter is the only value that things are going to have for flea market. I just hope they fix trader flipping as well, but also it was useful for gunsmith. I doubt the trader flipping is going to matter much because a lot of the stuff doesn't have nearly as much value, and that's going to be like a big slowdown. I really don't mind trader flipping, to be honest. I think it's fine. They really just need to set like a little bit more personal limits and then set different overall limits for things so that people can't be so limited whenever trader flipping is happening, so that all of something doesn't just get permanently bought out kind of stuff and then it's only trader flip buyable unless you were sitting there watching for the refresh. I think that's pretty stupid. Trader flipping killed the economy. You would just buy XYZ off cooldown. Well, no, trader flipping wasn't really what killed the economy. What got the economy pretty bad last wipe was really just the fact that non-found in raid on flea is what got it. Like, it allowed a lot of different progress stuff, and then it kept a lot of money circulating substantially differently. But I don't think, I don't know. I don't think it's particularly bad. Okay. We gotta go and reassemble our quantum ring and stuff down here now. Let's grab our cables and stuff. Thank God the backup was literally right before it became some nonsense. Right before I made the misclick that was a pain. I don't know why I broke that spot. I meant to break this one. And then we need cable anchor on this spot, so that he can't touch. Then pull him over, that'll be fine. Cable anchor, anchor, anchor. We'll do it all in this way again. And we need to go and actually do our singularity too now. I don't know, I just felt weird seeing that I made 100 mil without having to play a raid, kick W. Yeah, like, but that's, I feel like that's fine. Because inherently, it's not crazy effective. Why is there a TNT over here? Yeah, no, I had to take a TNT out and place it manually. But I didn't have singularities on me. Yeah, and I'm missing ender powder. I don't have anything stupid in my inventory, right? No? No. So, I don't have entangled singularities in here. It's a little confusing. But yeah, I don't think flipping is particularly that big of an issue. I know that like there's definitely people that are discontent with it, but Tarkov's economy is inherently doomed regardless. Just because there's infinite money. So there will always be a problem if people don't like that fact, then they'll always have an issue with it. because you could simply sell everything you get to traders and make infinite money. Because as many raids as you can run, kind of thing. So it's always going to be permanently inflationary, and it's always going to have a bit of an issue, unless I guess they could add more money sinks to the game, but you've already got a pretty, well, I guess the biggest one, a lot of people don't even have, because the biggest money sinker, the biggest intentional one at least, is by far the hideout. Specifically the storage space for it, your hideout stash space. That is the largest immediate money sink I can think of. Then you've also got like ammo and stuff too, things where like it's permanently taken out of circulation every time you shoot a bullet, kind of thing. So I guess there's some others. This guy also needed an ender chest, which we'd forgotten last time. Set this guy to purple. This will finish and send in the system. Okay, so I will grab all these. We'll pop that guy. Let's not break these this time. God, I need to get like a warding thing, a warding sigil. It just ward blocks I don't want to break. Okay. Get all these, put these in the refinement guy. But yeah, I'm definitely curious to see how this wipe goes. Those are some pretty big changes, and those are changes that like should make the start of wipe a little bit more enjoyable, because otherwise we'd be seeing, if the servers are actually working, in like 4.5 hours we'd see people flee. Maybe less. Yeah, definitely less. You know, you get the people doing their starter stuff. Okay. Promethium ingot, inertial confinement reactor, encode. Then we need an isotope separator, EMC link, and then 2 conduits, an item conduit, and a whatchamacallit conduit, power. Okay. But yeah, I'll definitely check it out after I finish up my stream. I'm gonna hit chapter 7 today, which I think I should be able to do. I don't know why I'm doing it right here. Go back down to this floor. We'll do it in pretty much the same way we set up last time. Extract always, insert. Grab a lithium ingot. Wasn't a fan of being able to put non-founded raid on flea, just felt weird. It felt fine to me, but I played a lot whenever that was how it used to work. It still felt weird that not being the case. For me, but I played a decent amount just before the founded raid in the first place at all. The good old days, for real. I would have rather seen whatever you bring in is considered founded raid. Yeah, like yeah, I don't know, if there was like some kind of deposit or something, I wouldn't mind if you could do some kind of mechanism in raids that could reinstate the founded raid tag on items, with the obvious risk being that you had to bring it in a raid. I wouldn't mind it. I feel like that'd be interesting in some format for sure. If there was some kind of like deposit box or something you had to do, you know, something like that could totally be an enjoyable aspect, and it could be a good like a good gap to make of some kind. But I don't see how they'd do that without it being kind of gross. Other than just tagging everything that you bring in, which I guess would also be fine. It gives you the ability to actually get money from people's kits and stuff without obsoleting the found and raid mechanic as a whole. Because PvP would be better than it was before non-found and raid on flea. It'd be a little bit more enjoyable for sure. Because then it gives other people's kits the actual value without giving value to every single other thing. And then if they just blanket applied it to everything you brought in, and then you decided to bring in like a valuable thing that you wanted to sell on flea market and you wanted to put the risk on it, I don't think that'd matter either, to be honest. I think I'd be okay with that. What the hell is that doing? Okay, that was our lithium. We already did our promethium. We put the promethium recipe in here already, right? Yep, we did. Let's check our lithium. Doing good on that. Let's just check a thermometer. Let's just... Yeah. Yeah, so we got a little bit going on. But yeah, not enough flux to be causing any rifts by any means. As long as you don't accidentally break anything stupid, we'll be fine. Mostly thinking about the fountain rate for hideout though. I've never seen some items in game ever. Yeah, like if you could bring in goods or something and stuff, and then I don't know, you check their quality or something fucking stupid. That I don't know, you could make up whatever excuse you wanted, but if you could bring things in and then they gain the found and raid status, and then you could exit back out with them to use them, for things like that too, that'd also be fine. Cause yeah, there's been a lot of things for the hideout that I've never seen enough of, to ever get the upgrade kind of thing. Like corrugated hoses. Some wipes, I go through a whole wipes and I see like 20 in total. And that's not enough to finish your hideout. It's not even close. At least I don't think it is. With good interchange runs and stuff too, like, put in the effort to find them. Some things I'm just really unlucky on. I've never seen a multi-tool outside of mechanic. I'd imagine tools probably wouldn't count. Because of the way that they're coded for how they work for other things, because the tool doesn't actually get used. I imagine since they already had that like that prerequisite in for crafting, I imagine that probably doesn't matter. Because yeah, I actually have seen a multi-tool. I think I want to say I saw one at Giving Tree once. But in crafting, they do get used. The multi-tools? No, they get the little tool icon. But in craft, oh, I see what you mean. But in upgrading the hideout, yeah, they get used. I get what you mean. Which is dumb, by the way. I just want to point that out. I do not use up a hammer to break a wall down. Um, but I digress. Like, I guess if you're really shitty with the hammer. There we go. That should craft our promethium, no problem. Yeah, perfect. Okay, we got promethium in mass now. And the best part about that is we did all of that, and now we don't even need this guy anymore. He's useless to me now. Like, this was his whole purpose in life. I don't think he has anything else cool about him. He's got the other Promethium recipe, which gives you power if you do like the full nonsense, but it's 150k a tick. It's nothing. I could build an arc reactor way cheaper than building 7 of these. Like, he has lost all value to me instantly. And so this setup I did is useless already. Which is a bit amusing. Let's grab catalyst. Read this one by hand. But yeah, I love obsoleting machines I made in 20 minutes. The lighting changed, and I was like, how in the world did that possibly hit the roof? But yeah, I probably won't be on for another couple hours, I imagine, if the servers even go live in that time period. Because I still need to finish up a bit more. I'm actually not sure how much more I'm missing. So just spam click a slot until we put all this away. That gives us all of the promethium we'll need for everything else, though. Yeah. It's still kind of funny to me that you build all of this, and if you have enough to just make the gap to the inertial, then it's done. I guess you can get up to this a lot earlier than right now, though. So you can be running the Prometheum for a while. Ooh, I have a little Christmas hat on. That's funny. Still amusing though. Okay. Take off that guy. Take off these two. Take off this guy. Alright, now we need to set up recipes for all of these guys. They're all advanced crafting recipes, so it's actually convenient as well that we'd set up the extra advanced crafting table. We'll go in and encode all of these and then see what we're missing. Fuel exchanger vessel. Shift click to set these down to advanced. Okay, well, I guess just that one wasn't on an elite for some reason. Never mind. And heatsink vessel. Save all of these. I think I'm going to be missing the storm crystals. I don't remember how you get those, but I think they're a little bit of a rabbit hole. So I think we got some stuff to be doing for these. Let us check this guy. We need 32, 32, and 16 of the heat sinks. So vessels. 16 heatsink vessels. Thermoconducting alloy. Iridium alloy plates. Quite a lot. Restless steel inert crystals. Yttrium ruthenium. Clusters. High strength wait, what? Do I have an assembly? I guess I don't have like a big assembly machine. Did I do this manually last time? I swear I set up an assembly machine. Now I'm confused. Check our mythic processors real fast. Rolling machine and power. Assembling. Get our network tool. Hmm. No, it still doesn't have it. Okay, wait. Now it does. So this guy ran out of power on this side. That's kind of interesting. I wonder why. At least the energy cells don't take any kind of channel usage. And that's a pretty easy fix. So yeah, he's doing about 3,600 RF a tick for this room? Honestly, I don't really care. We got enough extra power. I have no idea why it's using that much. Seems weird to me, but it looks like he's managing now, so I guess it's fine by me. Whatever, that keeps mythics in processing. But yeah, looking at that recipe, I'm a little worried. There's a lot more I'm missing for these vessels than I thought I was. Anyways, so back to heat sinks. Yeah, okay, that explains the iridium alloy plates and stuff too that I was missing. So you need the borax solution plates. We're gonna need stormlight fragments. Well, you need eutectic helium mixture buckets. Adamantium plates. Well, we know adamantium ingots, so adamantium plates should be easy. Oh, these are just a crafting recipe. Oh, meatball attuned crystal. Oh my god, I need whispering starlight too. No! No! I don't wanna! Damn. Because, yeah, whispering starlight needs molten salt. Once you get your initial 2 buckets, then you're fine. But that does require you to make 2 buckets first. But then you just fluid enrich it into the extras. Because, yeah, this is easy. We have the whispering meatball. You just mass produce the possessed fluix, run it through fluid enricher, um, output from the fluid enricher to, I don't know, a transposer with buckets or something, just to bucket up whispering starlight for fun, as I like doing occasionally. And then you just prioritize the fluid enricher first, so it'll always feed itself enough output to make an extra set. Oh wait. Oh no. I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, oh wait, that's not bad. No, yeah, it still needs to run through the thing. Ah, god damn it. I don't want to make another MSR for this guy. What needs that? Actually, hold on. What is in the heatsink that even requires that? Oh, I see. Our thermoconducting alloy tubes that I have on the adamantium plate, but I actually don't need that. That's just the extra recipe. So if I go to whatever my thermoconducting alloy thing is, it's the ultimate crafting recipe, and we change that over, I assume it's probably in this one. Okay, by an absolute miracle, it's not this one. I assume it's in this one then. Yeah. We can change that recipe over to the 8x one, and then we don't have to do the double. I'm like, this seemed like a little bit large of a rabbit hole already. Um, Set this worst recipe. I guess we set that recipe whenever we were potentially looking at what we would need to get the heat exchanger. Okay, 16. All right, now do we actually need all of these? Yeah. So what we're missing is the stuff needed for the uh just normal cube recipe, pretty much. Dark crystals. Okay, that's gonna be easy. Dark crystals, superconducting thread, krypton captures. Let me click this. Superconducting thread. Mythic alloy processor. This will be fine. This guy will just be a crafting recipe, and this guy can be in the inertial confinement reactor. Okay, all this should be fine. Oh, never mind. For some fucking reason, he's a golden thread. What's this take? Yeah, so it's mandrake root. To make the liquid witchcraft. God, and then it only crafts into a couple of it too. Hmm. Okay, we'll worry about that in a second. Krypton Crasher. Krypton Capture. Yttrium. ruthenium clusters. Helium buckets. Stormlight fragments. And then borax tanks. Which we just kind of have to remember. Stormborn. Pretty sure we got that guy. Did we not? No, we definitely need to make this. I wonder how the game's gonna go since casuals just got murked. Anyone with below 50% survival rate can't progress hideout. I just want to witness the gas handle drone again. That shit was funny. Do you have another pack you're gonna go for after Meatball? So I don't really know yet. I haven't thought post Meatball yet. Like I'm still a ways out because like we're doing all of this. We're rabbit holing really hard. I'm damn near about to just make a normal ass fission reactor to get the Americium I need so that I can actually get to chapter 7. But it doesn't really matter to make the chapter progress anyway, so I figure we'll probably just keep doing this. We're just gonna rabbit hole. This is gonna be even further back than I expected. But this will be good prerequisites for stuff later. But yeah, I still got probably like another 100 something hours into this pack. Aware there's no end in sight. Yeah, it's got a bit more for me for sure to be working through. I don't really have another pack in mind yet. I'm not really sure. I imagine as it gets closer, I'll start looking at packs and stuff. Find another expert tier pack or something, but almost every pack is going to be easier than this one at this point. With the exception of like Greg Tech packs, but I have no interest in playing any kind of Greg Tech. Create 0.6 or create aeronautics gonna drop before you finish this pack. No. Probably not. Gosh. I mean, man. Arrow finally got maybe a date, which is February 20-ish. It depends on how much I stream on if I'll beat February 20th or not. Also, kind of dumb that ruthenium is still stuck in solid state fusion. It doesn't have an inertial confinement reactor recipe for some reason. Although it might have a recipe in the most recent version, I'm not sure. Crystalline beryllium is gonna be kind of a pain too. Like this part's all fine. Beryllium fluoride crystals is fine enough. You just need to pull your fluorine. Like that's all manageable. But then the amaryllis seeds are gonna be a little bit annoying to automate because they either need to be 111 or 101010s. I figure just probably make a 101010 seed. What have a mechanical user place one crop stick and then have another one break it like immediately. I don't really know. I don't know how to run that immediately. You ever play the new Crash Landing? I remember we talked about it, but I don't remember that was pre new patch or post. No, I have not. I haven't touched Crash Landing for a long time. I only really played it through with my old man pretty hot minute ago at this point. Let's do the easy things first. Set the recipe for the inert crystals. That should be fine. I don't think we need any other recipes for those. We already have them encoded. Take those guys off. Krypton captures. God. It's gonna need me to get Xenon. I forget how you get it. It's probably some Tech Reborn thing. No, not a Tech Reborn thing. Oh no, you get it from this. This is a Krypton Xenon capture, I see. Krypton Xenon mix. Which is centrifuging a super cooled noble gas mix, which is noble gas mix plus jelly Crithium, which is Zephyrian Erythium, which is just Erythium dust. So you melt the ruthenium dust down, you centrifuge that. The noble gas mix from that goes into a chemical reactor. The super cooled stuff from that goes into a centrifuge. And then the krypton xenon mix from the centrifuge goes into a fluid infuser to make krypton xenon decapture. Disgusting. And then our yttrium isn't doing a lot better. Obviously, we're just looking at the ruthenium stuff. And you also need the yttrium oxide, which is just from rare earths. Which I want to say we have a lot of. Yeah, 33 million of them. So at least the yttrium oxide part's pretty easy. Just rock crush rare earth, gives you yttrium and barium oxides. Barium will be needed for the diviner at some point, apparently. And then we obviously also need this guy, so we'll need to encode the superconductor recipe. So data orbs and superconductor cables also need to be learned. Okay, these are all normal. Cool. And it knows how to make all these. Okay. Just throw these in crafting somewhere. That'll be fine. Let's just double check. 16 heat sinks. Okay. Those are ticking off the list. Are we are storing our borax solution in a tank as well, right? No, we just have 5.5 million borax, that's what it is. Which we can just fluid enrich back into borax solution at 666 millibuckets each. Okay, that's fine. We can do that then. I see they did a 2.0 patch like last year or something. I thought I'd installed the virus because that pack hasn't been touched in eons. It has been a long time. It's pretty interesting. God. Man, the rabbit holing for this is so sad. And on the bright side, this is the rabbit holing for all of them. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's actually only this section because the heat sink vessel's a pain. But once we do this, that's like the biggest of the rabbit holing done for this guy, I think. Hopefully. Yeah, and you need 4 thread per. So how much do we actually need in total? Okay, yeah, so we only need the 1 craft worth. So we only need 4 of each of these things, which isn't really that bad. And then obviously we're going to need quite a few of the stormlight fragments. So we need to go and make this call stone. Let's do the call stone. Maybe that'll be a small break. We'll do infusions. Very fun activity. Storm runes. Grab 2 of these guys. Some impetus jewels. Some weather eggs. Storm swords. Traded from Captain Merrick in Arcana. Okay. We'll need all those things. Mob imprisonment tools. Okay, you're useless to me. Cool. That's Kazari. Lord Vaticus. So I don't have a Captain America. So now the question is, if I spawn in a Lord Vaticus real quick, in a mob duplicator, does he give me alternatives or just him? Just him. Okay, cool. Good to know. You're useless to me. Sorry. Okay. So we need to go into Arcana real quick. Yeah, we'll probably have whatever we need to craft with him. Now we need to find one. Can we make a... Okay, I was curious if they had a spawn egg for it. Because they do have those for a few of them. Oh, wait. Stop that. Put some torches, just in case you see any doors. See a green guy on the map. Ow. Ow, stop that. Scared me a little bit. I did all of that to get to a Lord Vaticus. um... Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to guarantee them in any form. Arcanium power? I guess just a cool looking thing. Okay, we see another green guy over here. That's gonna lead me the wrong way, I think. Go back, cut right. Ah. Go this way. If I go here. Stop that. Okay. So actually, this is looking awfully not connected. Because I want to get to right there. There's no entrance on the right here. And there's nothing on the right again. Nothing there, right? No. What if we go... Oh, hi. Go here, cut all the way through this way. This dead end? Damn, kinda looks like one, yeah. Hmm. God, this sucks. Hold on. Maybe if we look it up. Nope, there's no funner way to find him. I wish there was cool bow mods in Minecraft. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to do with bows. You can make like a, a new cool mod out of that I can think of at least. Make sure there's nothing up there. Go left here, cut right. Right, cut left. War General. You gotta be shitting me. I don't need a War General. Alright, I go out, I go left, straight to. Go left again, no option for it. Go forward and then left. And then go left here. And then go right. And another War General. Oh man, this is gonna be so fun. Just a bunch of reskins of the standard bow. There's the one from the Souls-like Mariam mod, that's cool. I see. I should have honestly killed both these guys. They wouldn't show on my map anymore. I can't think of any better way to find this guy, unfortunately. We had a section on Divine RPG all the way back over here, on Arcana specifically. Can you not do that? Hold on. Summoner. So they have War General and Lord Vaticus, but they don't have Marika or whatever. I forgot what I'm even trying to look for. To be honest with you, the sword. I need the storm sword. Yeah, Captain Merrick. There's no crafting stuff for him. Damn, so you really just gotta get lucky and find him? That's horrible. Just killed Santa? What, in Tarkov? We see another NPC. Place dead ends. Love that. Is there really no way into this area from here? Any of these doors? Zealous. You're dead. This is dumb. Okay, there's a lot of them around now. I just need to find ways into all their rooms. Captain Merrick, I found you. Storm swords. They just need arcanium. So for one, mob imprisonment tool for after. And some arcanium. Thank you. Thinking about it, I actually don't really need to get that many of them since I can just claim this guy. Just yoink him like that. Okay. Um, Moderately annoying little thing here, but I guess it could have been worse. Storm sword. Get both these too. Okay. And then we need a Naquata chunk. I want to say we have extras of those. We do indeed. For the centerpiece, and that is all of the items we need. Then we just need to prep some Essentia. All of these guys. And we need Permutatio, Modus, Ventus, and Velatus. And we'll need 10 stacks of each. Permutatio. Modus. Ventus. And Velata. 10 stacks should give us about 40 extra of all of these. It's kind of amusing looking at all of our jar stacks over here. I like them. Whoa, whoa, calm down, calm down. Just a little improved Torturino action. Yeah. Come here. Is my magnet off? Oh, it's on. Oh, demagnetizer's right there. I was like, why would that not have yoinked? Interesting. Okay. Permutatio. 500, 646. That is fine. 250. This guy, I forget which this one is. Modus, I think. There we go, that's 3 jars, that's good. Velatus. I'm pretty sure it's this one. The feathers. Yep. Three jars worth. Yep, that'll be plenty. And then what's our other one? I gotta check. Hermitatio, Modus, Velatus, Ventus. Okay, so we do need these ones. That's 400. Then I want to say it filled up this jar too. Yes. Alright, that should be all then. If we just stack jars on up over here. The quad chunk in the middle. Weather eggs. Impetus Jewels, Storm Runes, and Swords. Now the question is, did the server crash or was it just me? Oh, no, it was just me. Hey, well, so our call sim was done while we were, uh, if I had to guess, it was probably related to the visual effects of it spawning in all of the tendrils of Essentia at one time, because it probably tried to instantaneously pull it from all 12 of the jars, and it didn't like that. Anyways, Stormborn Callstone, probably have to do that one in Arcana if I had to take a gander and a guess at it. But we will attempt to try it in the overworld right here next to my messed up ground. Twilight Force, you see? I guessed it wrong, so didn't matter anyways. Go back in here. Storm Elementals, that's all fine. Gives us our Stormborn Queen. Cool. That's good for me. Alright, back home. Now, we need to go back in here. We'll actually set this guy up real fast. He doesn't have anything kind of special, right? He wants icy temperatures, but then normal everything else, so that's fine. We get some Agendistry, some cooler upgrades. Actually, we might have some cooler upgrades in here. We don't. Make some. Put this guy in here. Execute him real fast. Those extras away. And then genetically transpose these effects onto him. This guy's our robotic one still, and Lifespan Immortal from earlier. Cool. Go up here. What do these even produce? These produce Forgotten Comes. What am I using these for? I guess I'm breaking them down for... I probably needed amnesic wax. Oh, I did, yeah. Okay. I think I can safely, like, take out a Forgotten Queen here and then put this guy in. There we go. Now he's icy, but normal temps. Or normal humidity. That's all he wants. Oh, actually, I see. This will be a problem. This one, right? Yep. Kill his extract on that side. Kinda need him to extract somewhere else. Man. Really, scuff system I've got going on here, huh? Stormborn. Links. Conduit. Extra toys. Just gotta make his Stormlight Fragments. Okay, Stormlight Fragments are done. Cool. Trying to think about how I'm going to do the NAC helium section. Because we have plenty of eutectic NAC, but I don't really want infinite NAC heliums. Did I do these manually? I guess I must have. Put the system down here anywhere right now. Because yeah, I remember having this set up. Where would I have put it? Huh. Because I have it somewhere. It might have been on this floor in the spaghetti somewhere. Do I have a helium guy in here? Yeah, I don't have a helium collector, which means that there is a helium collector here somewhere that has been placed down and is being used. Too much shit, scrap it all, start a new world. Nah, I'm good. I think I'm good on that one, honestly. I don't have it over here anywhere, right? This is water source. Gosh, this is the problem about not keeping your stuff in order, though. Because somewhere I definitely did this. I had to have, because I made the wait, no, that's the heat exchanger shell, isn't it? Ah, yeah, no, I haven't done this yet then. Okay, that makes more sense. No, but actually though. No, I'm good. I'm good. I've got I got 300 hours invested in this one. I think I'm chilling on continuing my investment. Losing where you put things is so painful. Yeah, well, in this case, I think I actually didn't put it down. I think I only considered doing this at one point, which is why I made the recipes for these, but I don't think I actually made one. Um, this is what 100 per second of helium. This mixture, every process needs 500 millibuckets of it. Okay, we'll do the next one up then. We'll do this guy. This will be fine. We need to go and see which tank our eutectic knack is on. Which ender tank? Actually, I guess we could do it right here. We just pull off the tank. Do we have drawer? We have a drawer here. Get another drawer. This custom map quest mod packs, but I understand why that's no longer done. Yeah. An unfortunate death, but that's as expected. Get a salt mixer. Allocator. Okay, input. Output. Actually, I guess I could put him. I could put him right here. Let me just take this off. There we go. Output to the bottom. Set him up like this. This gives him a conduit space. put our compact helium. We'll just stick it on his face. Take that out before that puts anywhere in there. Does the helium not auto output? Hold on. Dignac. Liquid helium. Ah, supercooler first. I see, I see. Do I have a supercooler? I know the recipe. Sag will do my yearly cry for packs like Crash Landing and Project Ozone. Yeah. I was worried that I thought that got stuck for a second. Supercooler, and then grab an allocator. Clear all of its sides first. Put them down. Left input, right will be output. Gotta get helium. I have considered trying my hand at like one of the harder Project Ozone modes for some good old Project Ozone 3, but I don't know if I have it in me to do Embers again. I say that, Embers isn't even that bad. Don't think they're as fun as this pack. That's true, but like once I finish this pack, I guess more specifically would be the timing difference. How much do I need to cool? Oh god, 8 buckets worth? Yeah, we're upgrading this guy. You get to be big helium. Because otherwise that's going to take forever. Let's make 2 more of these. There we go. That'll produce the Eutetignac helium mixture. And then this is actually going to be at such a slow speed that I'm not even worried about it. I was originally like, oh, you know, like I don't really want this to be just kind of like set up like this, because what if it's a problem on our production speeds and stuff. But the helium gates this so heavily on its speed that it will not touch our NAC production at all. It won't even be an issue. There is no need for a whatchamacallit anymore, like a small buffer system or anything like that. Up to the top. Fill on buckets, of course. And input from the right. Another allocator. Clear all of its directions again. Input from the back. Output to the left. Beautiful. Export up to the top. We'll get this, and then you'll also get an EMC link with a conduit. Extract always. Insert always. Bucket. Oh. Input from the bottom too. I was like, why is this not going? There we go. That is our Eutetic Knack helium mixture buckets out of the way. I might do FTBI remastered after. I looked at it a little bit. I wasn't too intrigued, to be honest. Oxygen B takes an Imperial and a student. I think I have both of those. I should probably get some Oxygen Bs then, maybe. They'll help on isolated systems a bit better. Things that I don't need to be super fast. But anyways, ruthenium, crystalline beryllium, so I guess I need to automate this. Which also requires us to automate beryllium fluoride crystals. I don't already have those, right? I have them, I don't have them automated though. Molten beryllium fluoride, beryllium and fluorine. This is all flea bay. Oh, wait, beryllium fluoride. Ha! I do have him. Yeah, and I don't really need the flea bay to be made in mass by any means either. So we could just like also output the beryllium fluoride to this side into a crystallizer. I don't know a crystallizer, unfortunately. There we go. Perfect. And this guy can go to an ender chest. Actually, hold on. All he's needed for is crystalline beryllium. Probably if I want to send him in this, yeah, I'll just send him in the system. That's fine. You can go. You can go on an output push. And then let's grab our crystal binder, and we'll give him some power. To this guy. Trying to contemplate how fast I want this guy to be. I guess it doesn't matter. We can just let him make a ton of it. So whatever. It'll be fine. We can go and mess with that again later at some point if I remember where it is, whenever I need to. Okay. Alchemical crystals. These guys will be easy. They're just a craft. Amaryllis seeds. Yeah, we still have some. We have 7 in here. These are all 10 10s, right? Surprisingly, they're not. They're 1 1s. Interesting. Agricultural comb. Alright, now they're 10 10s. Cool. How do we want these guys to work? Because we want to automate the beryllium crystals in some format. So a crafter is a good place to start. Just making sure he was empty. You need to place these and get them to bread with, I guess, a crop stick, treated sticks, treated wood planks. We do have 1.3 million treated wood planks, so I think we got a couple to spare. Mechanical user. A few more of these. So my thoughts. Mechanical user on. Actually, we could go top down probably, right? Think about it. So let's get some dirt and stuff. We'll at least have to think about it. Crop stick. I give this guy crop sticks. Upper left slot only. Generic click, right click. This guy's hoed. Doesn't work. Place block. Use item a block. Activate block with item. Use item. Entity. What if there's a crop stick there? Does he? So he doubles the crop stick, but he can't place it. Okay. What about if I place him? Let's put one there just to get out of the way. What if I place him here? So he's looking at this wall. Okay, none of these work either. Hmm. Kind of interesting. You can't place it whenever he's looking straight down like that. What's that noise? Is it one of these? I heard like a metal crunching noise and it was very terrifying. I thought it was like some kind of flex issue or something again. So I immediately went and looked around for it. Okay. I have no idea. How does someone get this done, I wonder? I know you could use, what, like, modular routers, probably? I wonder what other people's stuff is for this. That's interesting. Yeah, other people are able to get them to work just fine. From 2 blocks up, too. Like this. Interesting. But then from right here, use item on block doesn't work? Hmm. Okay, well, we found our answer. That should be pretty easy. So, should be a simple matter of Oh, I guess we can't actually use any kind of specialty farmland, actually. Is there any block that asks, like, water for plants for farmland? I don't think so. Let's do some cobble here. Do some water, because we don't want this to get undone. Get some emerald ore. We did this all too high because I'm stupid. Love this. FTV Interactions is one of my favorite packs. Just takes a bit to get going. It's also inspired MeatBallCraft a lot. Yeah, I don't think it's bad. It's just not. I don't personally enjoy it a ton. Looking at the dev stream, they're now showing the hideout customization. It's actually sick. Damn. I'm gonna have to check that out then. Feel like it's not for everyone. Yeah, that's fair. Not everything needs to be catered to everybody. I feel like that is something a lot more people in the world need to understand. Oh yeah, he needs his emerald, obviously. Also, looking at people get hyped and then the one hate comment saying no one wants this shit. Yep. People, that's exactly what I'm saying. You can't. Gravel, gravel, gravel. It wasn't dirt the whole time. I forgot about that. Okay. Now, Amaryllis. These are all 10 to 10s. Let's just confirm this guy's a 10 to 10. Yeah. Like, he still stacks. Mechanical user. This guy will be fed just crop sticks on his upper left slot only on a use item on block. Yeah. There we go. Use the torturino to get this to spread. Beautiful. Okay. A fertility lily pad here. How long is he gonna take to spread again? Not super long. Um, it's called. Is it called the wire? Yeah, red alloy wire. I was like, I'm looking for the. You can't put on the glass. Okay. My thoughts is that maybe you can run an observer on this to then break the crop stick. So like another mechanical user. This guy is a redstone on. Redstone pulse. Uh, Generic click, left click. Or upper left slot only, I really don't care. Then we can do Just realized this blocks backwards. Can I turn this actually with the cyclic wrench? Or crescent hammer? I don't know, I said cyclic wrench. Ah, I can. Okay. Incredible lack of, like, placing on anything here. I like it. I just loop-de-loop on over to this guy. Hmm, interesting. So this doesn't. Well, actually, maybe this guy at full speed messed him up. No, okay, yeah. So the growth, like, amount of these doesn't do anything. Can you compare it to them? I will just mention that I could totally just use a clock. Okay. We just use a Torturino for speed to guarantee that it has full speed at all times. Then just a redstone clock, it would make us 1 a second, no problem, forever. So I think that might be the plan instead. Okay. And we'll just give him a level 1 Torturino and make sure it only affects the plant growth. It will have very minimal effect on everything else. So we need to get an item collector. Oh, wait a second, actually. We don't even need to do crafting for crop sticks, don't we? Thinking about it, because, like, this will get the crop stick, too. So we just grab some filters, grab some conduits. Electric toys. Insert. So in this case, this guy will be filtered to just crop sticks. And now every single time one gets broken, it'll drop the seed and a crop stick. Because it doesn't need to be a double crop stick. It just needs to spread. It doesn't need to mix. So this will just yoink the crop stick back immediately and send it back in. And then you can just go into a crafter that will have the rest of the stuff to make the crystalline beryllium. Which will have beryllium fluoride crystals, which we should have quite a few of already from the system. Yeah, 160. That's fine. So we'll import those from somewhere. I guess we could probably link into this guy and do it from there. External. We'll click the centerpiece out. We'll use one of our amaryllis seeds to guarantee it's a 10 out of 10 one. And then we'll put it in the USB for the alchemical crystal as well. Then sapphire, jade, and amethyst. So we need those. We need beryllium fluoride crystals, and that's it. It's gotta be on an insert. It'll be on an insert with priority. We'll, okay, yeah. On to activate. We don't want this guy running at all, actually. Amarilla seeds, 10 10 10s. They stalling the update? I figured as much. I figured as much. Like, good luck ever getting them to finish the stuff properly immediately, right? Beryllium fluoride. The natural alchemical crystal block as well. We'll just make one manually. Cobblestone. Just to fill this in with excess. Remember. Trash can. This guy will be a higher priority. This guy will be a secondary priority. So whenever this guy's full of seeds, the crop sticks should go here. This guy will also be a higher priority. So this guy will come out. He will send crop sticks back to the user. The user should be totally fine on that. Should always put the crop stick stack down. The seeds should go into the crafter whenever they can, and if they can't fit in the crafter, it should go to the trash can so we don't end up with an excess of just nonsense on the floor. And all this guy needs is Ascended Sapphire, Jade, and Amethyst. Let's grab half stack of each of these. Well. Amethyst. Make all of these guys available. And then beryllium fluoride. Which I have noticed that we have stalled on. This is still going occasionally, right? Yeah, okay. So he's just waiting on fluorine production. He's a little slow, but that's fine. This guy will make this to the external. Arena updated though. Nice, nice. What'd they do to Arena? Was there anything like super cool or no? Extract, that'll go into the system. We need a purple dye. And then let's Phantom Face over from the other one. Because he's kind of in a wrapped up spot there. Should start filling in the stuff that we need. Do this so it'll fill out stacks at a time. Okay, should keep all these updated. Got this guy going. And then he's gonna need some power, so we should just be able to whip out our binder again. Where's that? There it is. Turn him on. Dang, can it not craft the crystalline beryllium? Hmm, I see what's happening. I get it. So it actually can't be a good seed. It can't be a 10-10-10. I was doing a 10-10-10 for consistency's sake, but that does not work. Oh, and actually, how do you even craft these back down? Damn. Because so the issue is that normally the way that you would do this is, in most cases, if you wanted to lose the level of a thing, you could just plant it. The issue is the amaryllis seeds themselves are inherently from AgriCraft, so they can only ever be planted in crop sticks. And so in positions like this, unless you can get it to identify the 10-10-10 for the recipe, you're in kind of an annoying spot. Can I, hold on. What if do I just have to tell it that's the wrong thing. Do I just have to tell it the right recipe? Which one uses the 10-10-10? Maybe it pulls properly from this. Okay, hold on. Analyze 0. Analyze. What? It showed correctly, right? Ten, 10, 10. Click. 10, 10, 10. Apply. The instant I click apply, it swaps! Christmas-themed maps, XP and money nerfs, and more clothing. Nice, nice. Yeah, I noticed the typo. That's really confusing. So just that first recipe doesn't work? Also, you've got to be shitting me. God, there's some fucking hilarious shit happening here with that. Please tell me I still have an amaryllis seed over here. Oh, thank God. That's not an amaryllis. It's an Origold. Well, I think if I put a crop stick here, a double crop stick, it'll make one. God. That's some fucking age on that, though. Um, agricultural combs. I realized right as I did it, and I was like, oh shit, the crafter's too fast. I couldn't fix it. That was all of my seeds. Fine, at least we'd still have the setup done, so I don't have to go and redo that. Okay. So now in theory, a Torturino, just a basic tier 1 guy. All right here. And then we give this guy a redstone clock. Interesting. It's not breaking the crop sticks on their own, but maybe it will whenever this guy's on. Oh, we also have to keep in mind not to drop anything near this. Let's just use a breaker. There's actually no reason for a mechanical user here. That's a clock. If this guy stays stocked. And then the emerald nuggets as well that get made sometimes because it finishes just get trashed. And this guy stays stocked in crop sticks. And this guy will be producing stuff off the amarilla seeds. We'll get some. We'll get our crystalline beryllium. And there you go. And now we mute the sounds from it too, because that's going to be really annoying. Who needs those mats anyways? Yeah. I was just thinking about it to make sure I don't drop anything important on accident. Be very careful about it. There we go. Reduce that to the smallest size that it can do and still operate to mitigate a potential problem there. Okay. Sometimes it goes and breaks it before the crop stick actually gets a spread to it, but I'm going to be honest, I think that matters not. I think the slowest part will be the beryllium fluoride. So. Alright. And that is just barely the stuff to make the ruthenium. And zirconium is just a bunch of dust. And we could have totally left that little fusion coil there. I think right here. Cool. It's in the furnace. Show the 300 blackout AK. It sounds pretty cool. Did 300 blackout ammo ever actually get like a buff, or is it just kind of still meh? Honestly, that blackout for a while wasn't good, but I haven't used any of the guns. Yeah, I got buffed. Okay. This side will be right side. This side will be left side. Yeah, that's pretty easy. Up to the left, input from the right, sure. Then this guy will be crystalline beryllium. Okay. It's decent? Okay, that's not bad. How many more channels do we have on this section? Network tool. So we're using 23, 26, so we have 6 more still. Surely the power draw on this many blocks isn't going to be that horrible, right? Can I look at that with the network tool? 1.6 thousand RF a tick. Versus if I break this and then look at it with the network tool. 600 RF a tick. Ah, it's fine. That's okay. Let me just grab ourselves an interface. Okay, I was like, why does that not show? I just had misclicked. Items, there we go. Put this guy here, nice. This guy will provide crystalline beryllium. And zirconium dust. conduits. Connect all these over. Disconnect these. Insert. Filter these real quick. Do one more filter. This one will be an extract for crystalline beryllium. This one will be an extract for zirconium dust. Always on, sure. Always on. Cool. We'll fill in the crystalline beryllium on this side. This guy will be on an insert. Upgrade him here. Grab some auxiliary augments for normal machine speeds. Just get an extra stack of them. This guy with 9. Make him quick. Obviously, insert from the top actually now instead, and output to the left. This will fill this guy out. Then he'll extract. Make sure we set the extract up to the top, and insert on this guy. Cool. Grab our crystal binder. This guy will smelt. This guy will combine them over into ruthenium. Ruthenium is partially used in the Mortem star, so that's good to know. And I love not knowing the names of half of these things. Very nice, very nice. Always looks great. We'll need it for the definer itself is going to need ruthenium outright. And obviously our yttrium ruthenium mix is going to need some too. Needs 50 millibuckets of ruthenium oxide, which only needs 100 millibuckets. So you 3x the molten ruthenium that you get. How much of this mix do we need? It's only used for these clusters, which get you just these guys. So we really only need the 4. Also gives you terbium. Oh gosh, we need terbium more. Quite a lot of terbium, unfortunately. God, and it forces it in the assembly table too? 10 MJ? Hold on. Okay, yeah, so at least it's like a giga quick one, so it only needs 1 laser effectively. But that's still irritating. So I figure for now, our ruthenium, we can just manually convert a few into the yttrium ruthenium clusters, because we don't need much. Molten ruthenium and oxygen. Okay, so there's no cheesy way to acquire it. Kind of believe if I want to deal with that B right now or not. I don't really want to. But it will make my life a little bit easier if I do. Hmm. I was right though, the beryllium fluoride ended up being the slowest part. Nice, okay, let's look at the mix. We're gonna need 1 chemical reactor, 2 chemical reactors, 3 nope. Just 2 chemical reactors. Yttrium oxide will just come directly from this guy, which gets rock crushed. So rock crush rare earths. Rock crusher. conduit finder. Grab some upgrades. Like this guy. Updates live. Nice, nice. I wonder if servers are actually going to survive it or not. I feel like odds aren't looking great for the servers. At least in my opinion. So if we filter this guy real fast. I mean, last wipe the servers weren't cooked because people are playing PvE. That's fair, yeah. Set this to rare earth. Oh, I already had it searched. As well as my enough attention. Extract, set this guy on insert, insert, set this guy on always extract. Just extract all the results and send them back in. Cool. We'll cut the speed upgrades down a bit. We don't really need this in that large of a quantity, so you're cutting that down to like a third like that should be fine. Okay. So that will be we just need some oxygen. How was the oxygen be? What did he take? Hold on. Imperial and a student. We might actually have this already. We can look real quick. We do have student drones. We have a student queen as well. And then I want to say we have we have an blah 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 blah. I want to say there's an imperial species in here somewhere. There is. So if you grab this, we grab okay, Oblivion Princess. Should be fine. Required this one just from breaking a hive. Cool. That's nothing crazy. Oh, I'm I'm just being stupid. Imperial this guy. And then the Imperial Princess plus the student will make the Oxygen Queen. Okay, yeah, that's pretty easy. This guy can get put in here. Be gunned to death. Consistent drone. Get rid of this one. Put the Imperial back in here. This guy's our production template. So once again, use him. Action drone. Action queen. And I want this one to be fast, so I've got an idea. We'll just be making a new industrial apiary real quick. Edge industry. Pull ourselves some upgrades. Well, we don't actually have enough of any of the ones that I want. Productions are probably in there somewhere and I'm just missing them, but this will be fine. 8 production upgrades. We need an automation upgrade too. It's one of the yellow ones. be fine. Ender chest, because I don't think I have an interface right here anywhere. So simply link this guy, and link this guy. That'll fill it with the 3 to guarantee that it doesn't get anything stupid about it. Conduit. Oh, that's my last normal conduits. Fun. Extract. Insert. Put these guys in. There we go. Produces extremely fast oxygen guys, and then they just get dumped on into the system. That's dumping in the wrong spot. Good thing I looked. That's just going to be in a random tank now. I don't remember which one, but it's in there. Whichever one's white, right. Look real fast. This guy. Get this back. Okay, yeah. Already up to 76 oxygen comes. These guys go pretty fast. Each time one of these gets dissolved, it makes 4 buckets worth of oxygen. That's pretty good. It's only good though because it's going 27 times the speed. Otherwise I'd need 27 apiaries of queens to be getting that. Okay, so we need a melter for the oxygen. This guy is just outright need a melter for him too. And then we'll need another melter, a third melter for the ruthenium. 3 link to this guy. So, yttrium, oxygen, ruthenium, chemical reactor. Crystallizer. Two, one, go. Forgot we'll need another chemical reactor. I was like, no, this isn't going to be right because that shouldn't be cycling like that double. Okay. Up a push. It just makes ruthenium oxide. Good. Up a push. Up a push. Right. And from the left. Up a push. Oh, and this guy does feed back 50 oxygen. Does the 50 oxygen matter? It's not enough to do anything, right? 50 millibuckets of this guy. Takes 200 oxygen. Oh, never mind. This is recursive oxygen, actually. Hmm. So we start it with 1 comb, and then we should be able to recursively send it. Okay, hold on. Elbow push, because that will be the first one, yeah. And then its other one will be output to the top. And then we'll see. We'll try to see if we can replace that. Upgrades on all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So, in theory, oxygen comb. Melt him down. I'm gonna chill in here. Ruthenium. We'll melt 16 ingots worth of it. Ruthenium oxide. Yttrium. How much does this melt into? We'll melt just like a stack then. It's fine. This guy's got nothing in him. Break him. I thought I didn't get him for a second. I was like, you've got to be joking me. I was like, there's no way that guy grabbed from there. Sure enough, this is gonna produce a net profit of oxygen only because of the bonus it gets, and it pulls from yttrium as well. So enter fluid conduit. Oxygen will come out the top. Extract. And insert. Cool. That loose the oxygen back through for the ruthenium oxide, and then yttrium will be the external passive. Yttrium ruthenium clusters. Copium net profit? No, it really is. that's bonus oxygen found in there at this point. Like there's still a lot of ruthenium oxide bonded with, or there's still a lot of oxygen bonded with this ruthenium that'll be split whenever it chemically reacts, and that'll keep the chemical reactor going, and that stops you from needing oxygen comb surplus. So the fact that I made oxygen combs, now I have 765 of them, and the setup that I was going to use them for, I don't even need them actively. This is great. I think they said this is the last fight before 1.0. Yeah, it's supposed to be at least. Should be the last guy until the full release. Okay, that we made 32 clusters. That'll be plenty on its own. We only needed like 4, I think, for this. So I figure making 32 of them for now is a good amount of excess as well. Krypton captures. So fluid extractor, fluid infuser, another fluid infuser, silica dust of some kind. God, so we need to rock crush silica. Okay, we do have some crystallized silica things, which you can craft down into crystallized silica. Then these guys get rock crushed. Stab a push. I'm just gonna do that real quick. Send the silica dust through. Okay. This needs to be with hydrated gelatin. Salt mixed gelatin and water, which is made with gelatin. So, manufactory a pork chop into a melter, into a salt mixer, into the fluid infuser, into another fluid infuser, which is stemmed off of a chemical reactor. Oh, gosh. Why? Why? It's not even like that bad. It's just annoying enough, which is what hurts. But it's not like particularly difficult. I have everything to do it. It's just a pain in my ass. Fluid infuser, fluid extractor. Yeah. It wouldn't be so bad if these were used in like a couple more things. Manufactory. EMC link will feed this guy pork chops. We need some water. Okay, so manufacturing with an EMC link. This guy needs a pork chop. Let's grab some conduits. Okay. This guy, extract always. Insert. He's got his pork chop going. Cool. Manufactory. Manufactory will be spitting this out. We'll just output push him directly into a melter. Melter. This guy's gonna make molten gelatin. This guy will output push into a chemical reactor. That has a water source on it. Not a chemical reactor, it's a salt mixer. I forgot. Into a salt mixer. Okay. Then the hydrated gelatin will go into a fluid infuser with my silica dust. Then this will make silica gelatin, which will go into another fluid infuser. Which will then go into a fluid extractor. And then the fluid extractor will give us both xenon and this krypton capture. We'll set our output tank to the top on a push. Sure. We'll put a drum on it. Can't imagine we're gonna cycle that much, at least not right now. Okay. And all of this line should be self-sustaining up until this point, the first fluid infuser, which will need my silica dust. And then this guy is going to need the krypton xenon mix. So this is going to need a centrifuge, a chemical reactor, damn, centrifuge. Alright, fluid filters. We're gonna use some conduits for this section for sure. So my thoughts are krypton xenon mix. Because this guy will be used in this infuser, yes. So ender fluid conduit, completely detached from that. Extract will be always to the krypton xenon mix, specifically on a whitelist. Insert on this guy, that'll fill this fluid infuser. And this guy will be on this. be on an extract. He'll go to. I'm just gonna keep using drums. I could use drawers, I guess, too. Doesn't really matter. An insert as well. This guy will be extract filtered to neon. Always active. That'll handle this. Sorry, I saw your messages earlier, but I got distracted trying to make sure I made sure I was paying attention to the process. God. Weirdly enough, like seeing the process for the create stuff happen though. Okay, I did read that one. Like I was messing with the factory must grow, which was the create version of Industrial Revolution, or was it the Industrial Revolution? Whatever the mod was that had some factory type shit and chemicals. I honestly don't remember. But yeah, so this will be our Krypton Xenon. So we need our super cool noble gas mix, which needs a chemical reactor with jelly cryothium and normal noble gas mix. So this guy will produce it. His output tank for this one will just be void all, because that is the helium production. And this one will be output push on the bottom. I don't know if jelly cryothium has a tank, like an ender tank on it anywhere. I don't think so, no. But we can, however, phantom face it. Over, yeah. A fluid phantom face with a booster on it could get that done. So a liquid phantom face. And just one booster probably reaches it, I bet. Input from the top, input from the left. Insert. Okay. Let's grab our phantom connectors. Also, crazy rabbit hole this ended up being. Wild. Way more than I expected. Jelly Crithium. I just figure I already have the crafting and everything automated in that guy, so. Oh. Let's go to the melter and make sure he can send out the bottom. There we go. Extract always. Insert. Jelly Crithium. And this guy needs the noble gas mix still, so then I need a centrifuge, Zephyrian, Erothium. Let's grab our centrifuge. Zephyrium will just be a melter with Erothium. Erothium will be blitz powder, niter, and redstone. Cool. Get some augments. Actually, grab this resin conversion kit. Get 9 of these. Okay. So, let's start figuring this shit out real quick. For one, let us put down a conduit ahead of time. I'm thinking we'll have a 3 conduit setup here, because we will send the Zerothia, the stuff. Yeah, Noble Gas Mix needs to head directly over. Then let's get ourselves a Crescent Hammer. 1, 2, 3. Extract on none of these. Oh my gosh, how? I don't have it on output push. I don't want that. Never mind. Okay. 0, 1, 2. Never extract. Now you're checking the integrity of the files. Nice, nice. Gotta love it. Okay. This will be the centrifuge. So, which one? The bottom left one needs to push into the right. Up a push. And these ones all need to just go to the top only. This guy will never insert, will only extract. And with priorities, these should fill out and just stock in all of these drums. That'll be fine. Zephyrian Erothium will go here. We'll just output push him. That's fine. That'll feed the centrifuge. And then the actual Erothium itself needs a crafter. And I think we're coming up on the end of the stream here too, actually. So I guess this will be the last thing. I guess we're not making the full progress today. Just once again, rabbit hole into fucking oblivion. Whoops. External, sure. Redstone, Niter, Blitz Powder. So, Phantom Face. Just some normal conduits. What was the rabbit hole today? The funniest part, completely unnecessary rabbit hole, but I dedicated to it and then I realized it ended up a lot deeper than I expected. So, to get our reactor stuff, to get our excavation reactor, which is our next major step, we need Americium, entropy constructs, and tungsten molybdenum. That's what we're waiting on. And the Americium, I would require another reactor for it. So I was like, you know what I'll do instead? Instead, I will just go with a I'll go make a 2-phase fission reactor. You know, that seemed fine. I could get everything for it. The recipes didn't look that bad, except for this one. This one needs thermoconducting alloy heat exchanger tubes. And these guys took like every single thing I didn't own. So I've spent a while fixing them. Yeah, this has been the thing that we've been waiting on. And then I need to also automate borax solution tanks, but that'll be easy. We have millions of borax. But yeah, these guys took a lot of like subcomponents and stuff. And then I can make the heat-seeking vessels, and then with the heat-seeking vessels, I can make the other 2 vessels just fine. Their centerpieces are stuff I already have, I believe. These 2 things, yeah. I already have coolant heaters, and salt fission vessels, no problem. Cool. But yeah, so I'll be able to make all of this. I'll make the 2-phase fission reactor, and then this guy processes 4 fuels in a singular second. And then I'm going to do that, and then I'll just set up recipes for every single one of the different fuel types. And then we don't need to worry about normal fission reactors at all. I think 1 2-phase should handle all of my needs. But yeah, so that's the thing, is we're doing all of this to get to the 2-phase, and we're very, very close. We just need superconducting thread and krypton captures to get the everything I think we needed for the heat-sink vessel just about. I'm pretty sure that's almost everything. I think we're missing like one more thing. I forget what it was, but it's very, very close. Okay, so this guy will be an insert. We're gonna need filters. Click on the recipe. Okay. We'll insert filter on the blitz rods. This guy will insert filter on the niter. Make some blitz powder so we can learn the slot and the crafter for it. And then we'll just do an EMC link right here with the redstone. I'm happy that this worked out. Alright, you're getting full of item conduits. Set your layout. That's fine. We'll be playing wipe today whenever you get off later. Probably. I'll probably at least try it a little bit. I really need to do some fucking video editing too. That's been kind of the pain. This guy will be an insert only. He will also be set up. Finally to erothium dust. Extract always active. Extract always active, obviously. We need this guy linked over to something. Oh, I guess this interface is a good one, actually. Okay, and then in this interface, we need niter. And we need blitz rods. And if we just simply yoink. Yoink. Blitz rods. Oh, input on the top. This guy is full of niter as well. Okay, how many links do we have left on this guy? 8? That's gonna be a lot more than 8. Alright. Wireless energy crystal. Copy another one. Perfect, thank you. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I need like 9 sacks of both upgrades, I think, or something like that. Somewhere along those lines. That's our gelatin. This guy is into our... I forget what that was. This will process our salt into the silica gelatin. Which will push these into here. These guys will be waiting to get pushed into that one and diffused out. This guy will be our molten erythrithium. This is going to get centrifuged over. It'll just send the extras up there. Then it's going to be mixed with jelly erythrithium into a noble mythic gas. This is going to be super cooled noble gas. Need one more stack of upgrades. This will send our neon out to the side, and then it's going to send our krypton down here to make krypton xenon captures. The krypton xenon capture will be pushing into this container, and this guy will be converting the krypton xenon captures into krypton captures directly. The krypton captures thing then just, that's it. They're done. We're over. We can just do this with a conduit. Extract. Insert. And now we have krypton captures. Yippee! That was pain. Okay, and now the last thing that we'll need to mess with at some point is going to be the superconducting thread. That's going to require its own little rabbit hole of bewitchment, but that should be it. Let me just check on everything else for the other vessels. So fuel exchangers. Just to confirm, we need 32 of both of these types, yeah. some control seals. That's fine. Salt exchanger. Some control seals. All right, so a couple of control seals. We finish up the superconducting thread, and that should be it to get us the two-phase fusion reactor tomorrow, no problem. And then we make progress and hit chapter 7. It got delayed by a bit more than I expected. It didn't help that we had to do like that backup loading and stuff earlier too. That cost us about 20 minutes to like just recover what we'd lost. So there was some small inconveniences. Otherwise, I think we would have made it today. But I think I'm gonna call that a wrap there on the stream, guys. Just under a 4-hour stream. That's not too bad. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we should be able to make it to that. That'll get us the Americium, and then what else are we missing for this guy? I don't think it's much. Americium, molybdenum, and something else. Entropy constructs. We could just manually make the 4 entropy constructs. We don't need to passive everything for this. Which is all really easy, honestly. The hardest part will be the poppets, so we'll need to get some of their specialty stuff. But I don't think that's a crazy rabbit hole. But yeah, that should be it. Tomorrow we should get the two-phase fission. We should be able to push that forward to get the Americium and such. Set up our recipes for that guy. And then we'll be able to make our mythic excavation reactor. Yeah, it should be pretty nice. And then with that, we'll be able to make the multi-block and officially hit chapter 7 after we make the Appalachia Star. Catch you guys later, though, everyone. Happy holidays. I hope everyone did have a good Christmas yesterday. And you're all able to chill and relax and stuff for, the coming couple days. Just take a break off from life. Thank you guys so much for dropping by, though. I really do appreciate it. Have an absolutely fantastic afternoon. Peace.